the Chargers, a game that we could preview. Next week we have the Chargers versus the Seahawks, and the Chargers are at home. They're, I believe, a -6.5 favorite. What are your thoughts with that game so far?
Yeah, I mean, we just saw the Chargers come out with a win on what was that Monday Night Football. It
Against
was
the
a
Broncos.
yeah against the Broncos, a grinded out game. Low scoring game like all these Thursday Night Football games are. Um, you know, we saw that you know that thing on social media of people joking about always just betting the unders, and
Yeah,
you bet the unders on all the
prime time games
I
are
know,
good.
yeah, and you're good. You'll have more money than Jeff Bezos soon. So, um, yeah, but look, the Chargers, they get the Seahawks at home. This is a Seahawks team that's been kind of over exceeding expectations, right? They've been able to get some good wins. They've been able to even put up tons of points, right? We saw Rashad Penny go down, rookie running back.
Kenneth
Kenneth
Walker just
Walker
steps
steps
right
in
in.
and runs wild, and you know, it's they're a surprise team. And yeah, like I said, putting up points, so they get to roll into the Chargers and do what they can do. Geno Smith's been playing at a pretty high level. Not He's not super consistent, but he's been much more consistent than I think anybody would have thought. You would have
Yeah,
looked at this, beginning of the year. Oh, they got Geno Smith as the quarterback.
yeah, they got the
They
Jets,
they
Geno
getting
Smith.
yeah, they're getting rolled over. But no, they've been performing well. They've got the run game going. They've been able to put up tons of points in the air. Geno Smith's been having some games airing it out. Um, yeah, I mean it's a tough one. The Chargers has been really up and down this year, really because of
Yeah,
Herbert's rib
ribs.
injury,
Yeah,
right? And that was right before they played the Texans, and they lost to the Texans. But since then, I mean they've been able to find wins, and they're not all pretty, but they've been doing it. 6.5 spread. It's tough here. I'd probably take the points with the Seahawks. I don't think I think the Chargers are going to win this one, but just in general, games have been just really tight and
yeah,
all
with the
around the
Chargers
NFL this
especially.
year, and especially the Chargers. So yeah, I like the Chargers to win here. If I gotta lay money down, I'm probably taking the Seahawks with 6.5 points, and hoping that the game is close. But yeah, you know, like I said, Chargers are finding ways to win those close games, and I would expect them to continue it. I mean, they had that right before was the win against
The
the Browns,
Browns.
right? That
Yeah,
was another close win. It was a good win for them, but a close win. So whatever it is, right? I don't know if it's their coach, and all those fourth downs. We talked
yeah,
about
those
that
fourth downs are
before,
crazy.
but yeah, they just haven't really been able to pull away the way that you would think that offense should. Uh, and like I said, who knows? Maybe it's once Keenan Allen's back, everything just clicks. But it seems like it's maybe a little bit more than
Yeah, I
that. They
think
have to
it's
find
deeper
their rhythm
than
somewhere.
right. I think they need to find their rhythm, kind of find their identity. I think they should get Gerald Everett involved a little bit more.
Hmm.
Justin Herbert seems to like him as a target. Even I believe last game he had a great game.
Hmm.
Against the Browns he had a great game. But again, it's they just can't really find their identity. This is a game where I have the Seahawks as the dark horse next week. I think the Seahawks knock them off. For some reason, I just don't. Maybe it's just Pete Carroll. He just doesn't see rebuilding in his blood, and he just wants to go out there and win any game he can. That's just the competitive nature of him. But yeah, I don't know. The Chargers been struggling against a lot of teams, and they just struggled against the Broncos. Granted, the Broncos have a great defense, but again, they struggled against the Broncos. They struggled against the Browns. The Seahawks aren't a pushover. We've seen that all season, so that's something. That's a game to look forward to.